the hate army troll.
It's the hate army,
bro. Hate army.
Shout out to hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
Hey everyone, I'm just finishing getting set up here, and then we're gonna begin. And this is not a normal stream by any means whatsoever. This is not what I want to do today. This is not what I intend to do today. I hope that we can at some point do normal content today, because you know me, I'm not about drama, I'm not about bullshit. But it seems like at this point, sadly, this seems to be my only avenue of what I can do. I don't want to do what I'm about to do. I really don't. But I have to. Because at this point, it seems like I'm not getting helped by anyone. And if this is what I have to do to try to get help for my situation, then I guess so be it. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do, quite frankly. And I think that when many people hear this situation, they're going to be shocked and startled and be like, what the fuck? And it's going to freak them out as much as this whole thing has freaked me out. Because it's not funny at all what's going on right now. Okay? It's really not. It's, quite frankly, it's terrifying. Let's put it that way. All right? So, let me go ahead and finish my setup here. And then we're going to begin. Now, I'm just going to forewarn all of you, because there's going to be different people joining the stream over the day, I'm sure. I'm just going to forewarn all of you that likely the internet is going to go down when I'm doing this broadcast, and there's nothing I can do about it, apparently. If that's the case, just stick around, because it doesn't stay offline. It comes right back, but then it's going to go off and come back and go off and come back or whatever. And there's, you know, again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be recording the entire time, and I'm going to upload this so that you will actually get an uninterrupted feed and exploration of it as well. Okay? So, just so you know, okay? Because, yeah, I know a lot of people are going to probably now tune in because I said, oh, it's not this regular stream, it's an emergency stream. So you just know a ton of people are now going to tune in. And what's going to happen is my internet's going to keep going off, right? Of course. So, anyway, I'm going to get started in a minute. I have absolutely no idea what we're doing today. Once I explain the situation, maybe it'll make more sense, and then, you know, we can talk. But right now, there's really no way to negate what's happening. But you'll understand once I explain, okay? All right? So we're going to get started in a moment. All right? This is no bullshit. Now, here's the thing. If you guys go ahead and, you know, contribute or whatever, thank you. Yes, that would help a lot today, because I can't even do a normal stream like I normally would. Right now, I'm supposed to be doing the podcast, and then I'm supposed to play Super Mario RPG, and I can't do that. Okay? I can't. So, I need to explain to you what's going on so you understand, and hopefully, this stream and or video will spurn someone to do something. Let's put it that way. It'll convince someone to move their ass and do something about this at this rate, okay? So we'll see. We'll see what happens, okay? But, you know, I wish I could do my normal content today. It's obvious I can't. As you know, my stream went down twice when it went live. I wasn't even on the stream. I was just setting it up, and it went down twice. So, as you know, at any moment's notice, this stream could go down, and I'm going to start, like I said, I'll start recording, so that way it'll continue to be a video if it goes down or whatever during the stream. Okay? Sound good? There's no way I could tell you everything before it goes down. Like, it's a story I have to tell you. Because it's actually a pretty fucked up situation that I'm finally aware of. And now have the evidence to say this. I know what's happening. But it's a really fucked up situation that needs to be resolved immediately. But I'm not getting immediate help. So that's why I have to explain to you guys, because I can't even work. It would be one thing if it's something you can ignore. How can I ignore it when I can't work? Right? If I can't stream, and I'm a full-time live streamer, I can't do my job. So I can't make money. I can't pay my bills. So obviously, this has to be treated with the utmost urgency. I can't do anything else. If I start playing a game, my stream will just keep going down anyway. Right? All right? So are we good? And by the way, I fully know that this is absolutely going to get clipped and shared all over the internet. When you hear this story, you're going to be like, what the fuck? Okay? You are. You're going to be like, what the fuck? Like, no way. Because it's that crazy. Okay? And I hope, quite frankly, I hope that's what happens. Because if everyone starts talking about this publicly, then maybe I'll get some help. I mean, I think that's what it's going to come down to. It's to the point where I need to get help. And it seems like this is going to be the only way that I can get help. Because I've went through all of the normal avenues you're supposed to go through to get help. And no one's helping me. At all. Okay? Okay. Alright, so when should I start? Because I see a ton of people are joining. Not surprising. There's probably more and more people who are going to be joining here. And again, I want you to understand, for those who contribute, I absolutely will do shout-outs. I just have to do it at appropriate times. So if anything comes in, you will get a normal shout-out, and I would appreciate that because I can't do my normal content today. I couldn't have a normal day yesterday because of what's going on. Well, you're going to see what kind of help I need, Lucky Gremlin. You're going to understand when I tell you the story. Okay? Okay. Alright, shall we begin now? With over 700 viewers and climbing? Because it's probably going to be a lot more. Just saying, it's probably going to be a lot more. Because this is so weird. You know, how often do I do something like this? But maybe I should just begin. Thank you, DCJ, for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Okay, I've had enough of this idiot. You're out of here for good. Okay. Are we good to start? All right. I'm just going to preface this again as I'm about to begin, because I will begin now. The internet likely will go down and I won't be able to tell the whole story. You won't hear it, but I'm going to be recording this. So if you're listening and all of a sudden it goes down and it comes back and it goes down and it comes back and it goes down and it comes back, which it likely will, I'm recording and I will upload this after, so that way you can hear the whole story in its entirety. And like I said, hopefully people will share the story so that people know what's going on, and that basically this will be handled. Okay? All right, are we ready to start? Okay. All right, here we go. Hello, my name is Phil Burnell, more commonly known as DSP or Darkside Phil on the internet, and I run a YouTube channel called DSP Gaming. It's been my job for over 13 years at this point, and I'm a full-time internet content creator and live streamer. Although I am a long-time content creator and streamer, sadly there is a malicious community of people that follow me around the internet who don't like me. And they've done things over the years to hurt me and my family because they don't like me, for various reasons. But that's not why we're here today. I am broadcasting a special stream and recording this for YouTube as a way to document what is going on in my life right now, and as a cry for help, because I need help right now with this situation, and it seems like absolutely no one is willing to help. So allow me to explain what's going on, because to be clear, I don't like drama. I didn't want to make this video. I'm supposed to be doing my standard broadcast today. As you can see, here's my setup. I'm supposed to be doing a podcast, playing a video game, and I'm not unable to do that because my internet has been compromised and keeps getting interrupted or reset. Okay? So allow me to tell you a story, because I need to tell you the background story, in order for this to make sense. However, my internet likely will go down while I tell this story, and if it does, I am recording this locally and will upload this to the YouTube channel after the fact so that you are aware of what's really going on in its full entirety without being interrupted. Okay? My tale I'm about to tell you is going to sound very creepy, and it's going to sound very weird, but it's very true, and I have evidence to back it up. Okay? So, over the years, as I have been a live streamer, here on YouTube, as I said, there's certain people who don't like me for various different reasons, and we're not here to discuss that. What we're here to discuss is what I've been through. Because over the years, on and off, I have had internet issues. My internet all of a sudden resetting and going down out of nowhere. Things being messed up in my modem. And there's been multiple times over the years where I've had to involve my ISP, who is Comcast. Now, Comcast is the parent company. They have divisions. Xfinity is the division that is for residential service, but I have 2 business line internets in my home. Okay? So I deal with the Comcast business portion of them. I don't deal with anything Xfinity whatsoever. So if I have a problem, I have to call Comcast business customer support and go through that process. All right? Now, they're a little different. They have 24/7 support, but if you call after hours, you end up talking with someone who's across the globe, who doesn't have the same access and or power to do things as if you called during business hours. So technically, even though they have 24/7 support, if you call after normal, like, office hours, they can't help you with anything. Okay? They just, okay, well, tomorrow something will happen, right? So anyway, there's been many times in the 9.5 years now that I've had Comcast business where something's going on with my internet and we can't figure out what the deal is. Is there something in the lines? Is there some malicious activity going on? Most of the time what ends up happening is a tech comes out to the house. They look at the modem. They look at everything. They can't really figure anything out. A lot of the times we just do like a hard modem swap and it fixes the issue. Or we think it does. Okay? I have not had any consistent internet issues in a while. So, because this person is maliciously doing this to me over and over. Okay? So right now, as I am talking with you, the internet just reset. Okay? Now I think it's coming back, but it's going to keep doing that. Watch, it's going to keep going out, coming back over the course of the stream, as I told you it would. All right? So for those live, you're coming back. This is going to happen multiple times probably during this stream. There's nothing you can do about it. If it happens, just deal with it. It should come back within a minute or two. Okay? Okay? All right, but I'm recording locally, so I'll keep going now. All right? So, here's what's going on, and here is basically how all of this came to light in the last 30 days or so. Okay? So, it's kind of weird because every once in a while, all right, something very weird will happen at a very important time, right? I'll be in the middle of something very, very important. Like, I'm on a podcast that's super important. Or, I'm in the middle of a great big marathon and there's important stuff going on. And all of a sudden, my internet will go out. And everyone's looking at it like, what? Well, isn't it weird that Phil's internet always works until there's like a really important thing going on. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't work, right? Like, what's going on with that? So, it's weird because everyone's, saying, is it paranoia? Or is it just that, it's bad luck? Like, what is it that's actually going on, right? Don't know. We don't know what's going on with this. What's causing it, all right? So, if you guys remember, a little over a month ago, I want to say it was October 26, 2023. Because, by the way, today is November 28th, 2023, just to document the date and here. About a month ago, my internet kept going out during a live stream. And no one could, like, what is going on? Why does it keep happening? There's one thing if there's a blip in the line, because when there's noise in the line, you'll see the internet connection go like this. It'll be like, oh, you're in the green, now you're yellow, now you're red, now you're orange, now you're green, now you're yellow, now you're red. It'll just keep going like this, right? But in this case, all right, the internet just goes flat out, dead, signal drops, then has to reconnect, then signal drops, then has to reconnect. So this has happened to me before, and I'm thinking it's a DDoS attack, or DDoS attack, meaning someone somehow has gotten my IP address and they're sending packets of data to knock me off the internet. But the weird thing about that is when you get DDoS attacked, you can see that in your modem or router settings. Like, you can go inside of your modem or router and you can actually look at settings and you can see, you know, like, oh, packets of data hit the firewall or whatever. So you can tell when that's happening. There's actually evidence of it. And there's no evidence of that. All right? So that whole day, I was trying to figure this out. We couldn't figure it out. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to work or whatever. This really sucks. So if you remember, the next day was my day off. It was a Thursday. But then Friday, I had a Comcast business tech come out here. What happened was that afternoon, I called Comcast business. I explained the situation to them. And, of course, they say, well, we don't know what's going on. We can't tell from our end. I mean, no kidding, right? All they can do is remotely test your modem. You know, run a few tests. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm decompressing my back. They could run some tests. They could do some things remotely to try to figure out what's going on, but they don't really have the ability to do much. You know, it's really, they have to have a tech come out to your house. And I will tell you this, techs that are, you know, under Comcast usually are very intelligent, very nice people, and they do their absolute best to help you out the most they can when they're at your home. Okay? So, they send out a tech that Friday to my house, all right, in order to look at what was going on with my internet. So this would have been like October 28th or something like that, okay? And you guys know, because I was on the stream, and I said, okay, when the tech's here, I'm going to go offline or whatever. So the tech showed up, ran, you know, testing everything, trying to figure everything out. He's like, there's nothing wrong with the lines. There is nothing wrong with your modem. He says, so let's go into the modem and look at settings and things. And he goes in there, and he's like, what, you know, what is all this? Like, do you know what any of this stuff is? And I'm like, I don't know what this stuff is. All right. So what I would like to do, so to show you the first piece of kind of evidence of stuff that's going on with me, this is what he finds inside of my modem. You ready? Now, I don't know how big this is going to be. I'm probably going to have to blow it up. Okay. So the bottom is just, it shows what devices are connected locally. There's no information there that's important. But what you should look at is the information at the top. Someone had gone into my modem, all right, and actually set up content blocks, content filtering, all right, in order to prevent me to go on certain websites. And they blocked certain words inside of my modem, all right? So they wanted to prevent me from going to YouTube. They wanted to prevent me from going to Twitter. They wanted to prevent me from being able to access my PayPal. And they wanted to block the words Twitter, Phil, and DSP Gaming so I would have no access at all to that content. All right? So, I mean, of course this was confusing. Here I'm thinking my internet's going down. It's not. Someone actually went into my modem and changed the settings, unbeknownst to me, without my permission, to filter content. Okay? And you might say, well, that's creepy. Yeah, it is. Because you got to wonder, who has access to the modem? Well, when you think about it, who would? Me? Or my ISP, Comcast? That's it. There's literally no other way that you can get into that modem. All right? No way. And the thing is that you could argue, well, maybe you've had that modem for so long, someone got the information. No, I've swapped modems multiple times and everything. Right? No. And so I went ahead with that Comcast tech and we looked at the logs, and in the logs, it says right in the logs of that modem, it is a Comcast employee that logged into the modem and made those changes. It says it right there. It doesn't say customer login or anything. It says their own rep login. They did it. Okay? So, we have the evidence. You know, plain as day. We have evidence that this is happening, that someone at Comcast, someone who is employed by that company, my ISP, has access to my modem and is going into my modem and changing settings and doing things. Okay? So this was October 28th, okay, that this happened. And basically, the tech that was here was dumbfounded. He's like, dude, I've never seen anything like this before. Obviously, this is crazy. He called his manager, who's the regional tech manager out here in Washington or whatever, told him the whole story. He, of course, was dumbfounded, had never heard anything like this. He says, so here's what we're going to do. He says, there's two things that can be done. He says, number one, we're going to obviously launch an investigation into this, okay? And we'll let you know, you should get a call or whatever, or, he even gave me the regional manager's number and said you can call the regional manager as a follow-up, if you're not hearing anything concrete from us, to say what's going on, we'll let you know, okay? So this was October 28th, I was told this. Now, the other thing that you can do, if you absolutely are in a situation here where, it keeps happening, you can go buy your own modem. Like, you can go buy a cable modem that's not ours. And if you buy a cable modem that's not Comcast, then it's your own property. They can't log in. They can't mess with the settings. They can't do anything to it because it's not our modem. So you have the option to do that. And I'm like, yeah, but is it really fair that I should have to go out and spend hundreds of dollars to buy my own cable modem to avoid this? Okay. Right? So, and by the way, can I disable ads on this fucking thing? I'm going to try to disable, anytime I see an ad, I'm going to try to disable it, because it's more important to me that you guys hear the story than ads run on this fucking thing, okay? But we'll see what happens. Thank you, Freaky Professor, for the super chat. Thank you to the Jostler. Like I said, I'll do shout-outs. I appreciate that. But obviously, this is an important story. This is just the beginning of the story. This is just the very beginning, okay? So, here's the thing. So this tech leaves my house, and I start to think to myself, wait a minute. What about all those times over the last few years when all of a sudden my internet would go out when I was in the middle of something important? And it dawned on me. The Side Scrollers podcast. When I was on that podcast in March, all of a sudden my internet went out exactly the same way that it was going out then. It just went off for a minute or two and then came back. And that was when all that crap went down on the Side Scrollers podcast, if you remember. You remember that? That came back, and all of a sudden now Keemstar's on the show and all this drama and all this shit's going on. Right in the middle of my interview. And I'm thinking to myself, that's exactly what happened. This is some kind of a malicious person at Comcast who works for the company, who doesn't like me, and actually has been striking down my internet and fucking with my business over the years whenever they felt like it, because they thought it either was funny or it would hurt me or whatever it was. Okay? So, basically, it's now dawning on me. I'm like, I can't believe this. All right? But this is absolutely true. What's going on? This must be it. What else could it be? How is it that every time that something important is going on, my internet goes out, right? So, this is all happening in my head. Now, this was October 28th. Okay? Since October 28th, I had no internet issues. And I'm thinking, gee, maybe this person wised up and realized, oh, well, if I keep doing this, I'm going to get caught, right? Like, I'm leaving a trail, because there's a trail. Like, you can see a login from an employee that says they logged into the modem. The evidence is there, okay? So, basically, I'm thinking, maybe this person wised up and they're going to try to cover their tracks. They're going to try to make it so that this is happening and they don't want to make sure that they don't get caught, so that way they don't get fired or, let's be honest, be arrested, because this is malicious. This isn't just, oh, we're messing. This is malicious stuff that's happening, right? So, nothing's been going on for the last month, but what happened in the last month? I got really sick. I got a really bad cold, flu. It might have even been COVID. So for like over a week, I was knocked out. So I didn't follow up on any of this going on because I was too sick. By the time I came back, I was trying to play catch up and everything with the business. So, to be honest, did it really did I forget about it? No. But I was so already wrapped up in everything else. And by the way, my internet was going fine, no problems. So I'm thinking in my head, all right, so it's not a big deal then. I'll just, maybe they took care of it. Maybe they did this internal investigation. They checked the logs. They found out who it was. They got this guy. And they kicked him out of the company, and it's all said and done, it's fine, right? So maybe that's the case, and maybe we're all good now, right? Okay. No, that's not what happened, okay? Because now I'm going to tell you something way worse, all right, than everything else that just happened, all right? So get ready for this. So it's Wednesday, my day off last week, All right? The day before American Thanksgiving. So that would have been what? Like November 22nd, I think? So it's November 22nd. It's my day off. And all of a sudden, right in the middle of the day, all the internet's screwed up again. And I'm like, why would it be? It's like 2 p.m. my time. I'm like, why do I have my day off? Right? Would the internet be going out or whatever? Right? It doesn't make sense. Like, it's weird. I'm not broadcasting. It would be one thing if I was broadcasting a special holiday event or something. Why is my internet going out again? All right? Now, just so you guys know, one thing that the tech had told me, he's like, if this happens again, you can easily go into your modem, change the settings they've messed up, or if you want to do it the easy way, just do a factory reset. If you do a factory reset of your modem, it knocks out anything they've messed with and sets it back to default, and you'll be okay. Okay? So I go into my modem, all right? And this is that Wednesday, and once again, they've done it again. This is the same picture I'm going to show you, but just to reiterate, this is basically what they did, is they did all this again, okay? A second time. And I'm like, whoa. So it's a month later, and they're doing it again. Now, I'm trying to put it in my head, why would they be doing it on Wednesday, on my day off before Thanksgiving? And it dawned on me. This is a Comcast employee, okay? This person only has access to do this stuff certain days of the week and certain times when they're working. So likely this employee wasn't working on Thanksgiving, wasn't working on Black Friday, and I'm pretty confident they don't work weekends. It seems like this is a person who works like day shift during like Monday through Friday, but of course it would have been the holidays. So it would have, they wouldn't have had access. And what I'm thinking is they know I'm going to do a Thanksgiving Day stream. They know I'm going to do a Black Friday marathon. So they're going to put this in place and try to screw up my internet the day before all that, before they're out of the office. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking in my head, that's probably what it was. They want to do it out the wall. Okay? Out the wall. When they're going out the door is what I meant to say. They want to do it before they're out the door for their holiday weekend, right? Now, I fixed it. Again, what I did is, I did myself. I did that factory reset, and I fixed both modems. By the way, it was both modems. It's not just one they're doing it with. It's both modems that they're doing this to. Both of my business lines. As I said, I have 2 lines of business internet in my home. So they screwed up both modems, and I manually did the reset to both modems to fix them, okay? So that now I could have internet again. So if you didn't notice, I didn't mention this at all. I didn't mention this on Thanksgiving. I didn't mention this on Friday. I didn't mention it at all over the weekend because the thing is, I don't want to give attention to trolls, okay? But what I did is I had the regional tech manager's phone number, and I called him and I left a voicemail, and I said, I'm sure you're probably not there because it's right before Thanksgiving, but I want to let you know this is still happening. So I don't know what, investigation was launched a month ago, but here we are, later, and nothing's happened. It basically, this person still has access. They're doing it again. And obviously, this isn't very good. I need you to look into it. I need you to call me back. Now, I don't know if you're on vacation, but call me back as soon as you get this message so we can talk about it and figure it out. So that was on Wednesday. Okay? That was on Wednesday of last week. All right? So, as you know, I streamed all week. No problems. Okay? No problems at all. All weekend, everything's fine. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yesterday, Monday. So think of it. Person works at Comcast. They're only working weekdays, but they had a holiday weekend. Monday, when they would have been back in the office, the crap hits the fan. Okay? I mean, this is like now we're getting really effing serious because now are you ready for this? What happened? Okay, I'm going to tell you what happened. All right? You ready for this? First of all, this happened. They went to my modem, my Comcast modem, and they enabled the Wi-Fi, and they decided to name it Insulting Things. Now, the problem is, this is publicly visible to everyone who's in the area and is driving around looking at the internet. They can see that this is available networks now, okay? So they did this. That was number one. That was the first thing they did, all right? Now, as you guys know, my internet was also going on and off yesterday. So what they were doing is while I was broadcasting my normal stream, they were resetting my modem over and over, just pressing the reset button, over and over, so I couldn't continuously broadcast, okay? So if you didn't notice, I started to ignore them. I was like, listen, if we can't keep, you know, streaming a game, then maybe what we'll do is we'll play something different. We'll do, like, I have to finish a game. I have a lingering game going on right now, and I'm like, maybe we can do the final hour of that, and even if the internet goes out, no big deal. It's only an hour, you know. So I guess that pissed the person off, because the person's like, wow, Phil's really not giving me any attention. So what did they do? I'm going to tell you what they did, all right? Now, this is where it gets scary, all right? This is where you're like, you got to be fucking kidding me. So listen to this. Since they weren't getting any attention logging into my modem and screwing with my internet, they logged into my business account itself, meaning all of the information that you have in your business account, including your name, your address, your phone number, your email addresses, your payment information, and all of that, your modem information. It's all listed in there, okay? They proceeded to not only go into there and mess with all of my information, which is against the law, by the way. You cannot do that. They also, get this, without my permission, took money away from me and made a payment towards my Comcast internet bill for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. That's fraud. That is identity theft and fraud. You cannot do that. That is a crime. That's not, oh, I'm messing with someone's internet. That's an actual serious crime. Okay? You cannot fuck around like that. And this person thinks at this point they can get away with anything. Okay? Because they've been doing it now for how many years? It's been a month since the October incident. Comcast has done absolutely nothing about it, right? So, there you have it. Okay? Now, before you say, well, what evidence do you have? Well, I'm not going to show you my payment information, and I'm certainly not going to show you anything that's private, but what I will show you is what they did to my account. Would you like to see? So they logged into my account, and they changed the name on the account. They changed the email on the account. They basically changed everything, okay? So there you go. All this information was changed to be trollish information, okay? So not only did they do all of that, as you can see, all the information changed to be troll stuff, right? Then they also, like I said, made a false payment in hundreds and hundreds of dollars towards me, okay? So this is obviously awful, right? This is not, okay, someone's messing around anymore, right? It's not. This isn't. This is, whoa, someone is seriously trying to hurt me. They're trying to take money out of my accounts and put it towards stuff that it's not supposed to be towards, right? And that's the problem. Like, that's horrible. Like, anyone could mess with my accounts now, right? If they have this access. So, that is why yesterday when I was live on stream, I basically had to go offline. Like, if you remember, yesterday when I was live on stream, even though I said we were going to continue to stream and ignore the nonsense, I had to go offline because I had to immediately contact Comcast and say, you have to stop with all of this going on right now. You have to stop this payment. You have to stop this access, whatever it is. You have someone who could steal all my money out of my account. So immediately what I did is I called them. And the person who, you know, I got from billing basically said, all right, I'm going to remove everything. So he removed the payment information. All that stuff's removed from my account now. So there's no way that they could keep processing payments in my name. Okay? Thankfully. So at least that's done. All right? But the problem now with that is now all my stuff's messed up. I'm on a contract with Comcast that they call it an auto pay discount. Meaning if you have your account set up on auto pay, you put your account information into their website, you set it up, you get a discount. Now I've lost my discount. How's that fair? Did I do anything wrong to lose my discount? No. It's their own messed up system. Okay? So, I was on the phone with Comcast yesterday for 2.5 hours. I talked to billing. I talked to customer, it's CSA. It's like customer security assurance, which is the fraud department. Okay? So first I talked to billing, and billing's like, we can't stop the payment yet. What we're going to do is tomorrow we're going to look into it and see if it processes or not. And if it doesn't, we can try to stop it. If not, we'll keep the amount that you need for your bill anyway, and we'll credit you the rest. It's going to come right back to your account within a few days. I'm like, that's fair enough. Okay, that's fine. No big deal. But, you know, I need to have this so that no one has access to my information anymore. And they said, okay, so we're going to put you over to the fraud department. I explained the whole thing to the fraud department. And the fraud department says, okay, so here's a ticket number. I'm like, okay, I don't know what you want me to do with this. What are you going to do? Well, we have to file it. We have to escalate it. And I said, but what are you going to do? Are you going to call me? Are you going to follow up? Well, we don't know. All I'm doing is taking your information. You know, we don't know what's going to happen. But we'll take all your information and we'll look into it. Okay? So he puts me on hold. I'm not kidding you. The agent puts me on hold for 30 minutes. Okay? 30 minutes. Saying he's going to come back and tell me the results of all of this. He never comes back. Instead, he transfers me to the residential customer support department. And the person on the line that I'm talking to says, I don't know why you're with me. I have no idea why you were transferred over to me. Because this, you know, I can't help you. This is obviously an error or the guy's messing with you. He says, so I'm going to put you back over to customer support. He puts me back to the guy in billing. And the guy in billing's like, I just talked to you for like 45 minutes and helped you as much as I could. Why did they put you back to me? I don't know. I don't know. I don't work for you. You know, I don't know what they're doing. So then he says, all right, I'm going to put you back to fraud. He calls the fraud department and he argues with the fraud department for 30 minutes that they're supposed to be helping me. Why did they put me in a circle? Right? Like, he's mad. The actual billing agent is pissed that this person in fraud seems to be blowing me off and not helping me. Okay? So he's actually arguing with him behind the scenes. And finally, they put me back with fraud. And the fraud guy says, all right, so what we're doing is, you know, we're going to have this filed. You have your ticket number. Yes, there's going to be a serious escalation that will be taken seriously, and we'll be contacting you about it. Okay. Now, what we want to do is we want to transfer you over to, to the tech support. Why? Well, maybe tech support can help you. I said, I know they can't help me. All right, whatever. Transfer me over. So they transfer me over to tech support. I explained the situation. Oh, we can't do anything. No kidding. But what we're going to do, we're going to file a ticket. Oh, good. A ticket? You're going to file me a ticket. Huh? Okay. So they file a ticket, and their end, where it says everything going on with the modem and how this person has the power to mess with my modem and all of that. Okay? So, all right, I guess, right? Fine. But will anything come of that? Who knows? Now, in the meantime, I call the regional manager of tech support twice. I actually had called him before during the day when this was all going down. I had called him and left him a voicemail saying, hey, I know that you're probably just getting back from the holiday, but this is a serious issue. My internet's going down again. I need your help. And then I called him after 2.5 hours of being on the phone with everyone else, left another voicemail. I say, hey, so just so you know, now I've been on the phone with fraud. I've been on the phone with everyone. Everyone says they're filing tickets, but no one seems to be able to help me. So what am I supposed to do when I need to broadcast tomorrow for work? I need your help. Please call me back ASAP. Okay? Now, in the meantime, I'm not the kind of person to just sit around like an idiot and let this happen to me. I'm a go-getter. I'm saying, okay, so rather than just sit around and let this continuously happen over and over and over, I'm going to do initially what I was told to do a month ago by that tech. I'm just going to get a new modem. So I went on Amazon and I bought a modem. Rush, send me a modem right now. And they did. I got a new modem last night during my late stream that's not a Comcast modem. Okay? So it's a brand new, fresh modem. It has nothing to do with Comcast whatsoever. All right? And I hooked it up. But with Comcast, you can't just have your modem work. You got to call them and you got to give them the data off the modem. And then they set it up and then it works. So I had to call them late. It was like 11 p.m. last night. And I'm calling them. And of course, I'm trying to get this done, right? And there you go. And then they do it and now it works, right? So now my internet's working, all right? And it's not on the old modem, the Comcast modem anymore. It's now on this new modem, okay? This third-party modem, all right? Great. So now I should have no issues, right? I should be in the clear. They shouldn't be able to access the modem because it's not a Comcast modem. They don't have the credentials to log into the modem and mess with it. They can't change the wireless settings. They can't put on filters. They can't do any of that crap, right? And by the way, obviously, I probably should have a new IP and I should have all this. It's all different because remember, the thing that happens with Comcast modems is really silly. It always seeks out the same IP address, but when you swap modems, you get a new IP address, okay? So, you know, there you go. Now, so all that, you know, goes down or whatever, all right? And I'm like, okay, so today, hopefully, number one, hopefully I'm going to get calls from Comcast. I'm going to get support. They're going to help me. I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to have multiple departments who are on this, who are working on this and escalated it. Because when you call Comcast, oh, sir, your security is of our utmost concern. 100%. You have to understand, your security is our biggest concern. Okay? That's what they say. Now, this is someone who has access to my modem, someone who can mess with my business on a daily basis, and someone who has access to all of my business information and my payment information and is filing fake payments, committing fraud, which is a crime, and I have it all documented, that it's all happening. I've saved all the information to prove that it's happening, and I filed claims with this company. I've got 3 voicemails in with the regional tech manager. So you know they're going to be right on top of this, right? Now, in the meantime, just to show you that, again, I'm not a slouch on this, I actually even contacted Xfinity's social media team. And I said, I don't know what to do in this situation. And they said, you got to go to the fraud team. I said, I did. Just so you know, I contacted that fraud team and I filed claims or whatever. I don't know what's going to happen, all right? But that's what they told me. Like, that's all you can do is you can contact the fraud team and that's it, all right? So I wake up this morning, bushy-tailed and bright-eyed. I'm ready for the day because I'm feeling positive. Things are going to go good today, right? And I check my phone. I got no emails. I got no phone calls. I got no voicemails. Nothing. Zero. Nothing whatsoever from anyone. Okay? Am I surprised and shocked? No, I'm not. But you would think that a company that takes your security so seriously, and we have documented evidence that fraud just occurred with their system, that they would probably be on it to prevent anything further from going on. I mean, we're not just talking someone's messing with you. We're talking this could be a legal issue for them. Because my security has been compromised, and it seems to be their fault. There is an internal employee doing all of this. Okay? Well, I'm like, all right, well, I'm not expecting much, but you know what? Maybe today I will get contacted and, you know, and maybe they will handle it. I don't know. But anyway, I can stream now. Right? Right? So I turned on my stream this morning, and within a minute of it being live, the person resets my modem. So what this tells me is, even though Comcast doesn't have access to that modem, like they can't go in that modem and change its settings, they've got a reset button. And they could just hit it whenever they want. They could press it right now during this live stream. They already did. They did before, and they could do it right now again. That they have the ability to do this whenever they want, okay? Which is absolutely stupid because it's not their property. I didn't give Comcast permission to mess with my equipment. So what gives them the right to do that, right? I didn't ever give them the right to do that. You know what I mean? So they shouldn't have that access. And according to the tech that was at my house in October, they shouldn't have had access. But apparently they at least have the ability to reset the modem. Because that's what they've been doing. They did it multiple times this morning when I was just turning the stream on. And I'm like, so I can't work. So I cannot do a live stream of gameplay. I cannot do a podcast. At any point during any stream, they could just keep hitting the reset button like this, right? So, I mean, I'm going to be honest here. I got a few questions for Comcast, and I would love to get answers on this. Number one, how do you have a company, all right, where you have employees that you don't monitor what they're doing? You don't have any audits of employee activity to see that there's no malicious stuff going on. What level of power are you giving your employees that they can log into modems, change settings, log into business accounts, see all the data, change all the data without permission? That's the other thing. There's no levels to prevent any of this. Apparently, they give their employees an insane amount of freedom. Okay? And the funny part is, like I said, this is proven because some people are saying dumb stuff in the chat. It's a hacker. No. The tech looked at this modem when they were here in October and said, no, this right here shows this is an employee login. He says there's different. He says if it was a customer login or, if you see different levels of login, he says this is an employee login. That's what that is. It shows it right there. That's the right there. My internet just went out. The tech login. He says there's different. He says if it was a customer login or, if you see different levels of login, he says this is an employee login. That's what. So anyway, there's your example right there. My internet just went out and came back. So this person again hit the reset button. So they have the ability to reset my modem whenever they want. They can just reset the modem. Okay. They don't have power to do anything else. They can't mess with the settings in the modem or anything, but they can reset the modem, okay? So that's number one. Apparently, employees at Comcast have unlimited power. They could do whatever. I mean, they have access to your modem. They have access to your financials. They have access to everything, and they can do whatever they want with it. And there's no, who's checking, who's auditing, who's making sure that they're doing the work that they're supposed to be doing and not messing with your stuff. And again, can you imagine if you were any streamer or anything like that, right? Anyone could be at risk at this point. Anyone. All right, so that's number one. Number two, how is it that when a situation like this is identified, okay, this is a serious thing. It's fraud. It's malicious actions from an employee. It's been identified. It was a month ago. This was identified by the tech. Okay? A month ago, this was identified by the tech. Not yesterday. Over a month ago. It was October 28th. Okay, so yeah, exactly a month ago, actually. And supposedly that tech talked to their regional manager, and supposedly that regional manager said they were going to get involved in launching of an investigation, some kind of an internal audit security team or whatever it was. That was a month ago. Why did Comcast never contact me to tell me what was going on? Right? Why did Comcast never follow up with me to assure me that things had been fixed? Why did Comcast just blow this off? Do they think it's a joke? Do they think that my 9.5 years as a customer is a joke? Do they think that my viewer base of my business is a joke? Do they not? Or is it just that they don't care? That even though they claim, oh, your security is our biggest concern in this, they actually don't give a crap. They say all that. They blow smoke up your butt, but they don't care. I mean, right now, I can't actually contact anyone at Comcast who knows anything about this situation. If I call, you get a line-level person who doesn't know anything, you tell them the situation, and they'll be like, okay, we'll file an escalate. Do it over and over and over. All right? Now, I get a line-level person who doesn't know anything, you tell them the situation, and they'll be like, okay, we'll file an updates on it. I'm going to make sure one is doing anything to you. We're going to take care of this because this is a serious issue. Yes, your security is a real concern for us. You know what I'm saying? And we want you to have to be able to operate your business like you always have. I just don't get it. How on earth do you not take it seriously, right? So now, here's the question. What do I do? Because this person, they've already reset my modem twice already, or actually 3 times during this broadcast, and can keep doing it. They can literally do it over and over and over. All right. Now, I've noticed, like I said, it seems that this only seems to happen during certain days and certain times of the day. So it seems to me like this is an employee who goes in and works a certain time of day, and that's when they have access to everything. But I've noticed usually it doesn't happen at night. It certainly didn't happen during the holiday weekend, which is weird. This is why it's really, really weird, okay? Because why, if this is the case, and this is going on, and it's an employee of Comcast doing it, which all the evidence points towards, okay? The way I see it is they would have shut me down during the Thanksgiving stream. They would have shut me down during the Black Friday marathon. Like, those are far more important events. You know what I'm saying? They are. They're just far more important events than a normal daily stream. Like, yeah, yesterday it sucks. I couldn't stream Modern Warfare 3, you know, like I was supposed to. Today, right now, I should be streaming my podcast, and I should be getting to Super Mario RPG. As much as I want. There's no caps or limits on the internet, so it allows me to stream as much as I need. They give me the speed I need to stream and upload. So no matter who else I go with, right? Sadly, they're not going to really give me the quality of the service that I have with Comcast. It was the same. It was the same back in Connecticut. In Connecticut, I was stuck with Cablevision / Optimum Online, where they were the only ISP in the area that would give good internet to where I lived. And they weren't that good. Like, it had issues. So that's eventually one of the reasons why I actually moved. You know? But for me, this is just the problem here is I don't know what to do. I'm not getting any help. And that's really why I'm doing this stream and why I'm doing this video today. I didn't want to have to tell you guys this story and show you the evidence. You know, you look at something like this, this is just creepy shit. This is someone, you know, who works at Comcast, who is a nut job. They're putting insulting things into my modem. You know what I say? Like, that's an employee of your company. And you're allowing them to do this because I told you about it a month ago, right? And no one did anything, right? So I really don't know what to do. All right? I put in all the logs, and so far I've heard nothing from Comcast. I haven't gotten a call back from the regional manager. All right? The social media team says contact the fraud department. I already did contact the fraud department. You know? And so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know, like how do I fix this exactly? This person could just sit there and hit reset, reset, reset on my modem, and they have gotten away with it up to this point. So it's obvious they're under the impression they're going to keep getting away with it, right? And I really have no recourse and no way to fix it. So what am I supposed to do? Now, it's hilarious because you got people in the chat, lawyer up. Great. How does that fix my internet exactly? I have to work. You know what you have to do when you get a lawyer? You have to pay them money in order for them to do the work. You understand that, right? You get that, right? Lawyers aren't free. So how do I pay for the lawyer if I can't stream to make money to hire and pay the lawyer? Get it? So I don't know. Some people are like pro bono. Oh, yes. Pro bono lawyers. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, there are thousands of top-notch pro bono lawyers sitting around right now ready to take the case on this one. They're really seeing giant dollar signs of a small-time streamer, right, who can't stream consistently. Like, wait. So I could, the only thing I'm thinking of is I could try to switch ISPs, but I'd have to look into, like, who are the competing ISPs and who will offer me you know, something that's similar to, because I need unlimited internet, which is what the Comcast business gives me. If you're on regular Xfinity, you can't even get that. They meter your internet, okay? So that's number one. Number two, I would need it that it's as fast as what I have. And to my knowledge, Okay? To my knowledge, I don't think that anything out here is as good as what Comcast offers, right? So, everyone's saying ridiculous. Change your password. Don't you think I did? Don't you think the minute that I saw this happening, that all my passwords got changed? I mean, I did. You know, all that stuff has been changed. But this is not, they don't need my password to log into the account. This is an employee. You see, this is the point. If someone went into my modem and my account on Comcast and literally changed it to say the same malicious stuff on both, you know it's the same person, and they're given pretty much unlimited access to any customer's information with no authorization. That's my thing. Where's the authorization? There's no evidence that I called and asked for anything. They just are just doing it of their own volition. They just go in and do whatever they want, right? That's pretty insane, you know? So I really don't know what to do. I'm looking for answers. You know, this is where I'll leave this video. All right. I'm curious what the next step is. Is Comcast now going to actually step up and handle the situation? Because I had to do this today because I can't stream. I can't do my work. And people are going to say, why can't Phil do his work? This is why. I had to tell you, you know. So hopefully now Comcast will do something. And they will fix the problem. Whether it's they find out who it is, they terminate them, or they put my account under some kind of a special lockdown so no one can be accessing my stuff and messing with it, right? Like, this is ridiculous. This absolutely should not be acceptable. That someone just has unlimited power to sit there and go reset, 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 reset. Right? How is that? Nothing, no checks at all against this at all. No prevention. Give me a point of contact to talk to and say, listen, I'm the guy who's going to talk with you now, and I'm you guys going to handle this for you. Just so I have someone I could talk to. We could document everything that's going on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think needs to happen, right? Everything else is just stupid. All the other suggestions are things down the line. Because here's the thing. Yeah, if this never gets fixed, right, then I could potentially look for legal action and say, well, what about the damages? Well, I should have been able to work this day, this day, this day, and this day, and I couldn't because my internet didn't work because Comcast didn't fix the problem. And that's when you have the lawyer involved. The lawyer is not going to fix my internet. Though if I go grab a lawyer right now, they're not going to come to my house and fix the internet so I can stream. You hear what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. So, okay. Anyway, this is where I'm going to stop recording. I thank everyone for watching the video. If you were watching the stream, you missed several portions because it kept going down because this troll kept turning off my stream, but it comes back up. All right. So hopefully, you know, hopefully this will get fixed. All right. Thank you all for listening. My apologies to all of my viewers and fans because I absolutely would love to do normal work for you guys. You know, I'm not one for drama. I don't care about this shit. All I want to do is stream and interact and have a good time with you guys, and I'm not able to do it right now because of a malicious party, right? So, all right, that's it. I'm going to end the video here. Please, someone from Comcast contact me so that we can get this resolved because I want it to be resolved. I don't want to be in this bad situation. I just want my internet so I can work. But you guys aren't helping me right now. No one at the company has stepped up and said, I'm owning this. I'm going to fix this. Instead, I got now 2 days of work I can't work. And now we're looking at potentially more and more down the road if you don't fix this right away. All right? So, all right, guys. That's the video. Thanks for watching. If I have an update for you, I'll let you know. Okay. Okay, guys. So, FYI, I'm going to take a brief... I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be here, all right? But what I want to do, I got to pee quick. So I'm just going to take a brief break. I'm going to come back and we can hang out for a bit and talk about this, talk about options and things you guys want, you know. Right now, I mean, is there a point of me trying to do a game on this stream? Probably not. Now, like I said, so far, this internet has not been interrupted at night, as if this person only has access to this stuff during the day. I don't know. But I'd like to just kind of hang out for a bit with you guys and talk. And by the way, there's contributions that have come in. I want to shout out those contributions. You know, thank you for that. So just give me a minute or two. I'm just going to run and use the restroom. And I'm going to come right back and we're going to continue. Okay? Okay. All right, so this is pretty funny. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do more videos. That first video that I just made, was about 50 minutes, but that was the story. Now I'm going to hang out with you guys because obviously there's no point in trying to do gameplay right now because I can't because the internet's going to keep resetting. But I want to hang out with you guys regardless. And I have things to talk about. Like, for example, we've got shout-outs to do, and I got an update already. So I'm going to start recording again just so you guys know. But if the stream resets, just stick around. It's going to come back. Okay? Okay. Alrighty, everyone. So welcome to a special vlog and hangout session. Right now, my internet is all screwed up. And apparently, I have no way to stop it from being reset by a malicious troll who apparently works for Comcast. Yeah, I know. I made a whole separate video about that. If you want to check it out, it's a 55-minute video. Explains the whole situation. Has evidence, really messed up stuff in that video. Definitely give it a look. But in the meantime now, I'm just going to hang out with you guys. Because I can't, what's the point of playing a game, right? But I want to let you guys know I have an update. Oh, I have a big important update. You ready for this big important update? From the Xfinity support Twitter account. Oh, goodness. We understand the urgency of your situation. We want to help in any way we can. Our customer security assurance team, which is their fraud team, who I've already talked to, can help make this right. This organization has been established to ensure a safe and secure online experience for Comcast customers. This team is a dedicated group of security professionals who respond to issues pertaining to phishing, spam, infected computers, commonly referred to as bots, online fraud, and other security issues. Gee, I wonder if this is copy-pasted from somewhere. I'm sorry to hear you have not been contacted by them yet. I'm confident they will reach out to you soon and will help you make this right. By the way, here's a link to the security department. What do I need that for? I already filed a ticket. What do I need? What do I need? We will continue to check in with you to make sure the team is able to fix it. Thanks. That was really useful. Very, very useful information. So I checked. Nope, nothing from Comcast. I've gotten absolutely no responses whatsoever. Nothing from the fraud team. Nothing from the tech team. Nothing whatsoever. No calls back from the regional tech manager. Nothing. Nothing. So, great, right? So I'm supposed to sit here with my thumb up my butt, unable to work, because Comcast will not act on this. You know? Maybe Comcast actually is acting on it. Maybe, because I just did this stream and they're about to get word of it, they're about to have an internal meeting about it. And they're going to sit down and they're going to say, oh, crap, right? We got a situation where, you know, we need to handle this right away because now we look awful because this person just made a video about it or a stream about it. Like I said, with over 1,000 people who watch this live stream, and I'm sure now the word of this is going to get out, and you're going to have all my drama people talking about it who always talk about me. You're all going to be talking about this, right? We've got the evidence that it is an employee at Comcast, like I say. The evidence, the smoking gun, there's two pieces of evidence that make it indisputable it's a Comcast employee. The first is that, basically, Jasper Kitty. The first is that the login to the modem shows as an employee login, right? You can see it says right on it. It doesn't say customer login or remote. It says employee login. So that is an employee that's logging into the modem to do those malicious things. That's number one. The other is that not only did they go into my modem, but they went into my other Comcast account to change it, and it was the same matching trollish messages and things. And the only way they could have done that is if they had access. Now, how would they have access to both? Because they're an employee to Comcast. You see? So there you go. Anyway. All right, guys. Let's continue. So I have shout-outs to do. All right? So to everyone who super chatted, including Rich, Little Shake and Bake, and Bobby Padlock, I thank you all for your super chats there. Let me update the leaderboard, okay? Bobby Padlock was the latest super chatter, so let me get that on the leaderboard. All right. Now, several tips came in. Let me shout these out. All right, I got a $10 tip from an anonymous tipper. Says, I like all your shows. I hope you can get the mess figured out. This is terrible. I agree. And I appreciate you saying that, and I appreciate your support. Thank you for the tip. Okay. All right. Here we go. I received a $1 tip. Nope, it's a troll, so ignore that nonsense. I received a $5 tip from Captain DCW. Thank you to Captain DCW for a $5 tip. I appreciate that very much. And I received a $2 tip. You need to write out a well-articulated email to Comcast threatening legal action. Trust me, when you do that, it'll be escalated immediately to their legal department, and they will make it top priority. Formulate an email explaining you've explained here regarding the lack of help, detriment to your business, and danger, the prolonged financial impact that is occurring every day will need to be recuperated in a future lawsuit. That's great, but who do I send it to? There's no one to send anything to. There's no email address that you can email. Comcast support for business is a phone line. There is no. You could talk to a bot online, a chat bot, or that'll file you over to someone who's in another country, who's like an overnight chat person who can't actually help you, because all they do is they file the information and then they just cycle you to someone else later on, or you call. There's no. Here's our very urgent matters email address to email to. That doesn't exist. Okay? And like I said, I've already left 3 voicemails with the regional tech manager. There's now a case with the fraud department, and there's a case with the tech department. I've done everything I can on my end besides what I just did. The stream I just did was the last resort. Like, that's the most I can possibly do, right? The absolute most that I could possibly do. I have no other power to do anything else, okay? So, you know, we'll see what happens now. Again, you would think that this is the last straw. I absolutely... Keep in mind, I kept this under wraps for a month. Like, this was... We figured this out a month ago when the tech was at the house. Was originally when we figured out this was all going on. So, you know, I kept it quiet for a month. Didn't say a word about it, in the hopes that Comcast was doing the right thing. That they were looking into it, they were going to fix it, you know what I mean? And apparently they took it lightly and didn't care and brushed it under the rug and thought, oh, it would just go away. But now, fraud has happened. Someone took my money out of my account. Now, Comcast is going to make it right later today. Like they even said, we're going to have they're going to fix it and it's going to be refunded, you know. And that's good. But now I've lost my discount for auto pay. That's what I was saying during the video. I have an auto pay system with Comcast for my bills. Well, now I lose that discount because I can't do it because I can't give them my financial information because some idiot can just make fake payments in my name now. How is that fair? Right? That doesn't make any sense at all. It's nuts. Right? So, they've got to fix it. You know, they really do. They've got to do something. I mean, again, to my extent, I've done everything that I could possibly do. Right? Besides switch ISPs. Like, that's the one thing that I can do, is I can completely switch internet service providers. But, again, I'm not aware of an internet service provider that's as good as Comcast, that gives you unlimited internet without caps, because I need that to stream, and gives you the speeds that Comcast does so that I can stream and upload. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else I can do. What do you mean talk to them face to face? Who? Talk to who? Go to the local store where there's just a bunch of line level people just like you and me getting paid probably minimum wage. Yell at them. You think they're going to fix it? Do you see what I'm saying here? Like, I need a resolution. I don't need to piss off someone who doesn't need to be pissed off. There's Jasper in the background, by the way. No, don't jump up there, buddy. That's the Christmas decorations. You know, this is about fixing the internet so I can work. That's what this is all about. Fixing the internet so I can work consistently. That's what I want to do. I don't want drama. I don't want bullshit. I just want to work. I just want to be left alone so I can stream and have fun with my audience, right? I received a very generous tip. All right? I want to say thank you so much to 1 Minute Man. $100 tip, okay? So thank you, 1 Minute Man, so much for that. That's obviously going to help at least during, you know, this day yesterday that was screwed up and today. So thank you for that. He says, have you considered Starlink? Now, here's the thing. I don't know much about it. Is that not satellite internet? If it is, that's, I'm telling you right now, I'll tell you right now that likely it ain't going to work. And here's why. Right now, my cell phone where I live is not great reception. Okay? It's not. My cell phone is bad reception. So if I were to try to get if my cell phone, which is based on satellite, right, is bad, then probably, obviously, if I get Starlink internet, that also is going to be bad. Maybe that'll change in the future, but for now, like when I first moved here, of course this was 9 years ago, I did look into the satellite internet and it was atrocious. The speeds were like snails, but I mean that was 9 years ago. I'm sure things have improved a lot since then, but for me, I think it would be more a reception issue. You know, Andy, that would never work though. He says your option is to find a mobile data unlimited plan, even if it's pay as you go. So it's not a contract. We're looking for a new ISP. How? Are you even aware of those? Do they exist? A pay as you go mobile data plan. And by the way, again, mobile data, which means it's going to be slow. It's not going to be fast to stream. It would be when you guys are talking about it. Look. All right. So Snow Carl, thanks for the $1 tip. Appreciate that. Okay. Well, if anyone has any suggestions, like if you think I should try to switch ISPs, I'm open to suggestion. Let's put it that way. I'm open to suggestion. It'll come back, but it's probably going to go down again. I'll do some more quick tips. All right. So Snow Carl, thanks for the $1 tip. Appreciate that. And of course he says dramatic nonsense, so I'm not going to read it. I mean, what a shocker that he would have dramatic nonsense, right? What else? I got a $2 tip from Hotel Dude. Do you think about streaming from your phone or hooking your PS up to your phone? Again, as I said, it would not be good enough. It would not be good enough. There's just no, it's not, you know, sadly, it's not high enough quality. For what I do, it's one thing if I'm doing like low quality, 480p, even, you know, pixelated 720p, and I want to stream from like a phone hotspot or something like that, that would not be good enough, you know? So someone had suggested, just because I'm coming back on the internet now so people should be able to hear me, someone suggested ATT fiber. I don't know anything about that, ATT fiber. I'm not aware of it. I'm not aware how it works. Right? You know, I'm just not aware of how that works, if it's in my area. I would have to look into that. I don't know. I don't think fiber's allowed here. Like, ATT will give me internet, but it'll be the crappy cell phone level satellite internet. You know what I'm saying? It won't be the right thing. So, by the way, my nose itches. If you guys give me a second just to quickly blow my nose, I'm about to sneeze, and then we'll continue here. Oh. Okay. All you gotta do is refresh, guys. Because people are saying, you know, it keeps cutting out. Well, my internet right now is fine, but it will cut out again. I mean, what can you do? This guy's gonna keep hitting reset, you know? Yeah, so what am I going to do moving forward, says Joe Loft. I don't know. That's what I mean. Like, this has all happened within the last 2 days, right? Like, a month ago it was discovered, and then they tried to do it on Wednesday, and I you know, like I said, I reset the modems. That fixed it, right? But now it seems like they're doing it constantly. Like, this is the first time that they've been doing it constantly. So, you know, I genuinely don't know at all what to do. You guys tell me. That's what I mean. Like, you guys know that I rely a lot on your feedback and suggestions, right? You know that. So I'm 100% open to your suggestions of what I should do. Right? What's up, Jade? How you doing? Yeah, I know, Jade. This sucks. Don't you want? You just want to relax and watch games, right? And I hear you. And now we can't. And this is baloney. This sucks. It absolutely sucks. I just want to hang out with you guys and relax and not have to worry about this stuff. Okay? So, again, yeah, what would the suggestions be? Number one, like you guys are saying, find an alternative to Comcast. I mean, I'm open to that. You know? I'm not tied in to have to permanently have them forever, right? But, you know, I don't know. I literally don't know who to switch to. You guys are saying AT&T fiber optic. I don't believe that they're in my area. I think that, sadly, the only one that's fast here is Comcast. Right? No, see, you guys are in the past. So if someone says, just get an unlimited mobile data plan and do hotspot streaming. Number one, hotspot streaming is too slow. It will be choppy and messed up. That's number one. Number two, there's no unlimited plans for that. There's unlimited plans for phone data. That exists. Unlimited plans for phone data. But there's no unlimited plans for, what do you call it? There's no unlimited plans for the hotspots. They all do it on purpose. They cap them all. So you'll stream for a little bit and then it'll run out. You know, you'll run out and then you end up paying exorbitant fees. I'll be paying thousands of dollars a month for internet. Okay, so that's not going to work. Mango, could you stop spamming the chat with nonsense about legal? Like, he's spamming the chat. You should contact the legal department here on this page. Okay, the situation is, I need to have my internet stop being messed with. Again, I have to explain. It's sad that I have to explain to people and talk to people like this, but I guess some people they don't learn. All right, you ready? You ready for this? Okay, ready? Legal action takes place once you have a situation that's happened and there's a legal action to put against it. So, for example, all right, let's say that within a week, either Comcast fixes the issue or doesn't, and I now have a week established that I couldn't work normally, right? And now we can say, okay, now you contact a lawyer, you contact the legal department, and you say, I lost a week of work because of this. And here's the damages, and here's all that, and you calculate all of that. You understand? You don't do that. You don't just run to the legal department and start screaming, legal, legal. That's not how life works. You can't, there's no lawsuit here. You understand? You think you know what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about. At all. So spamming my chat with that is just a waste of everyone's time. You know? Again, is it a good idea that long term, if this doesn't get resolved, and I lose a lot of business and I can't work, okay? Then yes, abso-freaking-lutely. There's some, you know, then you look into something like that. You don't run to a legal department now. Like, what are you talking about? Right? It's anyway. Would I go back to on-demand playthroughs? I don't know. You're right. I do have to do research about other internet service providers. This morning is the only time when this has become to light that I'm probably going to have to do that, right? I'm going to probably have to do that. It sucks that I'm probably going to have to do that. I don't want to have to do that, but it certainly seems like I'm going to have to look into it if this is going to persist, right? It does. I mean, what else can I do? It just seems like I'm going to have to do it. It's going to, you know, I don't want to get, I've 9.5 years I've had Comcast. I like the quality. I absolutely like the quality of the internet. I do like the fact that, you know, they take stuff seriously usually, and they try to send people out here within reason when there's issues and stuff, right? So, you know, but I don't want, you know, it just sucks. I don't know what else to do. Honestly, I don't know what else I can do to fix the situation besides have to maybe drop them, unless this gets resolved. You know, unless they take it seriously and it gets resolved. You know, maybe what I need to do is switch. Mango is claiming there is a legal place that you can contact. Here's the legal whatchamacallit. Right, here's the legal, we go to some page on Comcast and contact the legal email, right? See, I have the ticket number. I have the actual ticket number with fraud, right? So all I can do is I could try, if you think shooting an email to this department would do something over me doing what I just did, right? Mango, you did not give me a direct page with a direct email address. No, you did not. You can't even do that because you can't put a link into my chat. All right? Mango just freaking out because he spammed the chat a million times, and I couldn't even see it because my internet was going down a million times. He's all upset at me now. That's crazy. I could try to scroll up. Comcast legal notice of dispute page. Let's look. I got nothing better to do, right? No, this doesn't come up. What you said does not come up. It says the best way to contact them is to call the business line, which I've talked to for 3 hours yesterday. Have them transfer you to legal. That's what comes up in Google when I search for this. It doesn't have a website at all. If I scroll down, there's guidance for law enforcement. I'm not law enforcement, so that's not me. Notice of dispute? What is this? If you have issues or a dispute with us, get in touch with Comcast specialists to assist you in resolving the issue. Click here, and it just brings you right to your regular customer support. If you're unable to resolve the issue, you can submit a notice of dispute to the legal department. will contact you in an effort to resolve your dispute within 60 days of your submission. 60 days! That sounds speedy. Submit a notice of dispute. And by the way, for the record, this appears to be Xfinity. My account's not with Xfinity. My account is with Comcast Business. It's completely different. So I might write this whole thing. I guarantee you it's going to happen. I'm going to put this in, and they're going to say, oh, you don't have an account with us. Because I know for a fact that they keep doing that too, which is ridiculous. But, like, for example... I'm going to look for this ATT fiber that someone mentioned. I don't think it's out here. Check availability. It's going to say no, but I'm going to check. Anyway. Okay, let's see here. Can't check. All it says is call now. So I can't check online. Call now only. Yeah. Just call. Call, call, and call. No way to check availability. Just call. Call today. Yeah, nothing here about checking online that I can see. Let me try this. There's different sites you can click. So if I go to internet. Wow, that did nothing. Up to 1 gig speed. Yeah, see? With caps. Now, call. The fiber stuff, you have to call AT&T. Yeah. They totally won't, they won't just do it. For some reason. You have to call. Alright, check availability. I'm going to click on here. Okay, I can put in my address. Okay. Let's see. Nope. AT&T internet is not available. Nope. So that's a no-go, which it was worth a shot, but that's a no-go. So, sucks. That's what I mean. Like, it seems like there's no real feasible, viable options to swap to. It seems like they're all kind of the same, the same thing. Okay. I received a $5 tip. From Dan the Man. Thank you, Dan the Man, for a $5 tip. I appreciate that. Okay. By the way, guys, I'm curious. Were any advertisements running at all? Because I hit suspend but I don't know if it worked or not because the internet keeps going up and down. So I don't actually know if, like, you guys keep seeing ads running or not. Like, I have no idea, right? I hope not. I tried to suspend them so that there'd be no ads on the stream today. But I have no idea if that's working or not, right? You did get ads? Because I have them suspended. Maybe it's only when the stream goes up and down. As the stream goes up and down, maybe then. Right? Maybe then it does it. I don't know. I did. I clicked, that's what I mean. Like, I clicked disable up here. It says disable, but I think what happens is because the internet's all screwed up. Like, all the stream things messed up. Let me try refreshing, maybe. I don't know. I've had them I've tried to disable them the whole stream, but maybe they're I don't know. You know, this whole thing's really screwed up today. Obviously, nothing's working properly. People are coming back now. Hello? Can you guys hear and see me now? Hopefully. So, here's the deal. Cypress had an interesting question. Cypress said, could you do it so that day streams are like certain kinds of content? Or no, what Cypress says is, can you only stream at night? Well, then I'm only doing half as much work. I can't stream overnight. I have a sleep schedule. My family has a sleep schedule. My wife works. I can't be streaming all night. I can't. I have to stop streaming at a certain point. By the way, I can't make loud noises at night either. Screaming at midnight and stuff, people are gonna get pissed, right? So I can't stream overnight. No, it has to be like daytime hours. Now, the weird thing is,
Tipping me helps me more than anything.